This is a story of a Spanish shepherd named Santiago that travels from Spain across North Africa in order to get to the Egyptian pyramids to find his treasure. Hello, welcome to day 25. This is Genesis, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite books, which is called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Santiago starts having recurring dreams, and then he goes to a gypsy fortune teller, and she tells him that his treasure is going to be in the Egyptian pyramids. So he decides to leave everything behind and follow that path. Some things that I really appreciate from this book that have touched my heart and that have taught me so many things are that he's courageous enough to leave his hometown and everything that he knows as a shepherd in order to go pursue the dreams and the visions that he's having, even though he doesn't have a guarantee. This is a spoiler, but in the end, he realizes that the treasure was always a home and in the path, in the journey that allowed him to become the person that he is and all the experiences that happen along the way. Because along the way, he meets several interesting characters that teach him new lessons of life. One of the lessons is that we all need to choose our personal legend, and that when you want something and decide to go for it, the whole universe conspires to make it happen. He also learned that you will always find a way to go through the obstacles, and strange things happen, random miracles occur here and there when you really decide and commit to something. Another lesson is that in the long run, what people think about shepherds and bakers becomes more important for them than their own personal legends. More often than not, we tend to let other people's or society's expectations or rules to determine what we're supposed to do with our lives, what's good and what's not, and we forget our personal dreams as humans, as persons, as individuals that came to this world to have our own unique experience. We get lost in paradigms and we forget that life is fleeting, life is going by every second, and that everybody is the same human as you are, and that we're all trying to figure out. You are the only one that can know what's right for you and what you came to this life to do. Don't let the Senex or anybody tell you what to do or what your dream is. You have to choose your own dream, or at least you have to choose to discover what that is. Another lesson that I really love is that when Santiago had to find a job in a glass shop and he met the glass shop owner, the owner told him that he had a dream that he really wanted to do, and Santiago asked him, if you have the money and if you have the possibility to accomplish your dream, why don't you do it? Why don't you go for it? The glass shop owner told him he was afraid of accomplishing the dream and then not having anything else. He was more pleased by just sitting in the knowing that he had a dream and to just have that illusion or that ephemeral goal than to actually go for it and accomplish it, because otherwise we will have nothing. Sometimes we all feel good about having dreams, but we don't go for them. We don't go for them for several reasons, and one of those reasons is to not knowing what's next, not knowing if that's actually going to be our dream and how we're gonna feel afterwards, or even just to tell people that we have a dream and that we have some sort of purpose, or we have a map, or we have a guide. Also, we don't go for it because of the fear of losing what we already have, right? What's comfortable, the status quo that we already have in our lives, whatever that is, in whatever aspect. What I really appreciate about Santiago the shepherd is that he is not afraid to let that go. He's not afraid to pursue what he believes in. And another lesson is that Santiago discovered the love of his life in the path, in the journey, in the desert, while he was pursuing his dream. He would have never gotten to know her if he was not courageous enough to go on a different path. If he stayed in Spain, in Andalusia, being a shepherd his whole life, he might have married somebody else. He would have never come in contact with that special person that was supposed to be on his path. But since he did, he was not afraid to go reach his treasure. He discovered another treasure, a more important treasure. A lot of times, our goals are not the treasure. Sometimes our goals and dreams are kind of the map that's gonna guide us through the path that we're gonna find our treasure in. Sometimes it's just who we become. Sometimes the treasure is the learnings, the teachings, all the lessons, all the new people we meet, all the skills that we get, and all the souls that we get to touch and help in their lives while we were on our path. I recommend that you read the book because this is just a little drop in the ocean of the book The Alchemist. I hope this helps, sending you so much love. Bye. Also, like and subscribe to the channel and share with somebody that you think this could help too. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.